If you're new to trading, but want to start making money without all the unnecessary stress, then this video is definitely for you. I know how difficult it can be to understand everything and avoid getting lost in the overwhelming amount of information when you're just starting out. So today, I'm going to show you a simple and easy to follow strategy for trading on pocket option. And the best part is, you don't need to spend a lot of time learning or start with a large investment. My name is Ben, and I've been trading for over 10 years. Today, I'm going to show you one of my favorite trading strategies, one that I've personally been using for the past 2 or 3 years. There are already more than 900 people in my community, and over the long term, this strategy has shown a win rate of around 80%, as long as you follow the rules correctly. It's called the 3-peak strategy, although many traders also know it as the head and shoulders pattern. In just a moment, I'll explain everything in as much detail as possible, but in a simple way, so that anyone can understand how it works. Even if you're a complete beginner, trust me, you'll be able to follow along, understand the strategy, and start using it on your own. But first, let's take a moment to enjoy the beautiful view from my office, and then we'll move on to the practical part. All right, let's get straight to the point. And of course, it's better to show you with a real example. Let me find a currency pair where I can actually demonstrate to you what a triple top or a head and shoulders pattern looks like in practice. And I'll also explain how to find the best entry points, because sometimes there are misleading patterns, and it's best to skip those. All right, I see here that the triple top worked out really well. I'll show you right now. A triple top usually forms at a certain level. That is, we have a resistance level and a support level. What I've drawn for you right now is the resistance level, and we can see 3 touches: the first touch, the second touch, and the third touch. It's important to understand that these levels can be a bit higher or a bit lower. So, for example, the pattern can form like this. The chart goes up, then down, then it rises a bit higher, then drops back down lower, and it can even reach this point, or maybe go a little higher. It can even go beyond this line of our range. That is, it can go beyond this line. Even in this case, regardless, it's still a good triple top pattern, and it will go down. There are a lot of important factors here. So, in any case, the first factor, for example, with this kind of pattern, if the overall movement is upward, you definitely need to pay attention to the trend of the chart. So if your overall trend is upward, it's pretty risky to bet against the uptrend and go short. I've had situations like that myself, where there were some profitable trades, of course, but the chances of making a profit here are much lower. So obviously, if you have a downtrend here, plus you see a nice pattern like this forming, you should definitely enter the trade, and 99% of the time, you'll make a profit. So it's very important here to look at the overall trend and also pay attention to the stochastic indicator. I use the default settings, but it still shows overbought conditions perfectly, and it also indicates oversold conditions very well. So you need to pay attention to several factors. So let me explain it to you one more time in simple terms, so everything is clear. Look, always pay attention to the support level or the resistance level. That is, if you see 2 touches and a third one starting to form, start analyzing that currency pair. Take a look at the pattern. If something like a head and shoulders is forming, that's when you should enter. Of course, pay attention to the overall trend and to the indicators as well, but this will already be a good sign. This pattern can form both in an uptrend and in a downtrend. Here, it's really important to pay attention to the formation of the head and shoulders. So here we have a downtrend where the price is bouncing upward. Then it approaches this support level. And right after that second touch occurs, we see a clear breakout of our key level, which is our resistance level. After that happens, the price comes right back down to test our support level once again. In this range, it might go a little higher or even break through a bit, but in 90% of cases, it'll come back to the support level. That is, it will definitely come back to this level. Here it is. And here it can either bounce off or go back up. At this point, there are several factors at play. It doesn't matter to us, as I said. What's important is that we take our profit here. Here we have a head and shoulders pattern forming. Here's the head and here are the shoulders. It's the same thing here, only the pattern is flipped. Here are our shoulders and here's our head. Let's get to trading and take a look at what's happening in the market right now. And hopefully we'll find some really good entry points that will make things even clearer for you. I spent a long time looking for a good currency pair to enter at the right points, and it just so happened that this signal came up. I'll explain everything to you in more detail right away. Unfortunately, I only managed to start the stream just now, but that's okay. So what do we see here? It looks very similar to what I showed you before. We see 3 touches here. So pay attention to the fact that we have a resistance level. 1 touch, 2 touches, and 3 touches. The head and shoulders pattern is already forming. Just like I showed you before, take a very close look right here, and I'm currently waiting for the price to drop down to this specific support level. There will be a significant and powerful bounce back up at this point. Moreover, notice that we have a clear downward trend, which is an incredibly favorable sign for our strategy. And I think here we can confidently take our profit. Let's wait for the signal and you'll see for yourself.
It's a bit nerve-wracking, of course. The price came very close to our trade entry point.
As you can see, it's very intense. It's a volatile market. Today, we have a pretty strong green candle with a good wick, but in any case, we confidently take our profit plus $68. And congratulations to everyone. Now, let's move on. I'll continue the analysis, and as soon as I find a good entry point, I'll definitely start recording the stream. And I'll show you. As you can see, our triple top pattern worked out perfectly. We got our profit, if only a bit earlier. If I had found it, we could have entered confidently at the top and been even more relaxed. Literally 2 to 3 minutes passed when I started looking for another good entry point for us. And it's actually a very similar scenario to what we had before. Let me show you now. I think many of you who already understand my strategy can see a nice triple top here. Let me demonstrate it to you in more detail now. Let's draw it together. Like this. As we can see, we have 3 touches here. The first touch, the second touch, and the third. Right now, the touch is forming. Since the chart here is quite long, meaning there are a lot of candles and they're pretty volatile. Notice that we have green, red, those small ones as well. That's why we entered for 5 minutes, since the chart might stay in place for a bit and then move down. This is very important, but here it comes down more to experience. So when you see candles like these with big wicks, it's better to use a higher time frame. So notice that after the second touch, the price actually moved upward and clearly broke through. But after that second touch, just look at what immediately happened. The price went down and completely broke through the support level, just as I said was necessary for the next step. The price then pulled back to the resistance level, and that's exactly where we entered. I am fully expecting that the price will drop all the way down to this specific support level and we'll confidently secure ourselves a solid win. Let's see exactly what's happening here. As you can see, the price has already started moving in our direction, which is great. We entered for 5 minutes, though we could have gone in for 3 minutes here, but in situations like this, it can take a while. Near the resistance level, the price tends to move downward only in the last seconds or minutes, so it's better to take a 5-minute trade, a longer time, and just wait. Especially since our support level is quite far away, so for the price to reach it and bounce off, it really takes some effort. So it will take some time to get there and then bounce back. Within 5 minutes, we'll definitely secure our profit. As I said, we've already got 1 win. Johnson, and we entered with you for $80 plus $68. We're doing great so far. Let's see how this trade turns out. Also, while our trade is still running, I want to not just recommend, but actually show you our team. Of course, everyone has their own preferences. Some want to join our team, some don't, But just take a look at how awesome our community is. We already have 879 subscribers. All our people, all active. We have our own chat where people share their results. This really motivates everyone a lot, and it shows. Some people even share their strategies. We also have my primary YouTube channel where I provide detailed trading signals. Plus, we have copy trading where every trade I make is instantly and automatically mirrored to your account. This is incredibly convenient and helpful for people who don't have much experience or are really busy and need to focus on their own things, but still want to have an additional source of income. I also describe every trade in detail and always provide training. Besides that, we have an awesome AI bot that delivers absolutely insane results with an accuracy rate of over 90%. Most of the time, it's between 92% and 95%. Plus, we have Alex, who is my student, my trainee. He's been trading with me for 3 years using my strategy, and then about a year ago, he started his own independent journey, studied things in more detail, added his own perspective, and began showing really impressive results. Right now, he's running a marathon starting from $100, and his balance has already reached $300. That's a really great result, but while I'm here with you, while I'm telling you about my team, just look at what an incredible move we caught together here. It was honestly just a perfect move, guys. This strategy works a full 99% of the time, absolutely. If you spot these awesome three peaks, that's the most important thing. 3 peaks. Don't enter on the second peak, enter on the third peak, and everything will work out great. You can see for yourself how well the signals are working. I think we made 2 perfect trades. The first one was in theory. I explained all the theory to you, showed you how to do it, and most importantly, demonstrated it in practice. How to achieve excellent results. With my strategy, you saw for yourselves, right? The second signal was extremely confident, and so was the first one. It was quite confident, just a little bit less so. The entry point was a bit later because the signal didn't appear right away, so we were a little late getting in, but it's no big deal. We still made a profit. If you want to get more of these signals and learn more, be sure to join. I have a Telegram channel, an open channel. That's where you'll find all the information about our team, how we trade, and there will also be test signals there. Our bot provides a lot of useful information, all the strategies, absolutely everything. It's all there. The link will be in the description. Be sure to check it out, and trust me, you won't regret it. Make sure to leave a like and let me know what you think in the comments. You know how important your support is to me, especially because this is my very first video. I'm putting a lot of effort into creating useful video lessons and sharing new information with my community. This is a completely new format for the channel, and I think many of you are going to enjoy it. And if you're new here and this is the first time you've come across my channel, make sure to subscribe. There's going to be a lot of useful trading content coming soon. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.